Hey Leo, welcome to your weekly forecast for October 14th through the 20th. We're going to connect here, see what's going on for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're continuing with our October theme. We're going to see what's happening this week with this deck here, and then the spirit message from this deck here. Okay, my darlings, we're going to see what is happening for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Another new set of cards for you guys. You know how I like to switch it up. And as always, if you want to know which cards I'm using, there's a link in the description of the video, so you can go check them out later if you want them for yourself. Okay, my dears, Monday, Tuesday for Leo. Leo, I'm getting the number 7 for you guys, so I feel like this is going to be a big week. Here's your Wednesday, Thursday, to listen to your intuition, okay? Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I feel like you might be having to make some judgment calls, okay? You might be called into action. So let's see what's happening, Leo. Sun, Moon, and Rising. We have 5 of Wands. And there you go, my dear. 5 of Wands is a situation where there might be some kind of competition that's happening. Sometimes it can be a friendly competition. Like we've got all of these witches here, and this one's like, no, Agnes, my spell is better. No, mine is better. I don't know, whatever. You might be having some kind of like you're competing, but like in a friendly way for some of you. But 5 of Wands could be where you are trying to do certain things and there's people in your life who are not agreeing with you, or who their goals are competing with your goals. You might not be on the same page. And it could be that something in your life is actually becoming a bit hindering. I'm hearing the word hinder. When something hinders, it gets in the way, right? So maybe like you've really been wanting to manifest something in terms of career, right? But you feel like, man, this job is getting me nowhere. And it's time, like whatever I could do here, I've done it. It's time for me to look for something more. Or you've been wanting to go back to school, but your job hasn't been letting you. Or you've been wanting to manifest a relationship or work on an existing relationship, but you're constantly working like, 80 hours a week or something, and it's getting in the way. Or there's things that you want to do, and you may be in a relationship with a person, whether it's a romantic relationship or a family member or a very opinionated friend who just might be like, nope, we're not doing that. Nope, you're not doing that. So there could be a bit of like a power struggle or a tug of war for some of you. And this could definitely come into a judgment call situation. Leo, some of you aren't trusting your own judgment. Some of you are like, oh, well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not seeing something. But, and this is a general reading, but you are being encouraged to listen to your intuition. Listen to where your intuition is guiding you. 5 of Wands also makes me feel, Leo, that some of you, not all of you, because this is a general reading, some of you have somebody in your life who's drilling holes in your boat, as they say, right? Like how they say, oh, make sure that, whoever you have in your boat, they're helping you row and they're not, drilling holes when you're not looking. Leo, some of you have someone drilling holes, somebody who's planting these little negative seeds of doubt in your mind. They see that you're beginning to make changes. It makes them nervous. They don't like it. So they're saying things and they're doing things that are shaking your confidence, or that are making you feel like, well, maybe I can't pull it off, or maybe I don't know what I'm doing, or maybe I am wrong about this. For some of you, this person is doing it in a very catty way, like just an outright catty kind of mean girl kind of way, whether they're male or female. And for some of you, this person's doing it in a more subtle way. Like they're questioning you in a way of making you feel, or like, oh, okay, I guess. All right. Like they're just kind of doing it in a way like you don't know what you're talking about, but they're acting like, oh, well, let me not say anything because I don't want to be rude. But at the same time, they're letting you know that they don't think it's a good idea, or that you don't know what you're talking about, or that's how they're acting. And Spirit's saying, listen to your intuition. This person knows that you can succeed, and that's why they're trying to discourage you, so that you don't even try, you don't even start, because for whatever reason they may have fears about like they're going to lose you in some way. Like you're going to get too big and forget about them, or you're going to get too independent and not need them anymore, and they might be trying to keep you in some kind of codependent nonsense. So it's going to be different for different ones of you. Your Wednesday, Thursday, Leo, is the Lovers. What did I tell you? Choices and decisions, listening to your intuition in this decision-making process. The Lovers card absolutely can indicate love, right? Like true love. Well, not necessarily true love, but love and romance and relationships. But what some people don't know, when the cards began being adapted to tarot, like the earlier editions of tarot, the Lovers card was known as the choice or the decision, because it's having to pick between two things, right? And so a lot of you are having something in your life that's beginning to get in your way, and you're having to decide, should I stay or should I go? Should I hold on to this or should I, let go of it? So you're having to make choices and decisions. For some of you, this will be in your love life, okay? Not all of you, but for some of you, it will be in your love life. This is really interesting, Leo, because this card, this is a new deck. I haven't been using it that often. I'll be honest with you. This weekly forecast is the first time I've ever worked with this deck. But this card came up maybe 3 times so far in the 8 or 9 videos I've recorded so far. It's come up about 3 times for the different signs. And I didn't see this in any of the cards, but I'm seeing it in yours. Look at this picture, Leo. You see how there's this fire and this smoke? Okay? And there's these menacing little eyeballs here, and they're holding hands. I don't know why, but for some reason when I looked at that, I felt like some of you are doing some kind of banishing. Maybe you already did it because this is the week after the full moon. I'm recording this the weekend of the full moon. So maybe as I'm recording this, as I speak for the future week ahead, some of you are in the process of doing some kind of banishing. Or some of you are taking advantage of this Aries full moon energy and you're doing a banishing where you're banishing someone. I feel some of you are just you're so over it and you're done. And people might be telling you to wait or to hold on or to give that situation a chance, and you're like, you know what, it's time for me to do it my way, or it's time for me to go about this independently. And for some of you, it could be where you're banishing a toxic romantic partner or ex, or you're banishing a toxic family member or a friend. But I just got a feeling of just some kind of a banishing, whatever banishing process you might have, if you're using black candles, or if you're doing something in terms of writing or freezing somebody out. I've heard all kinds of banishing spells. I've heard people putting things in the freezer. I don't practice that kind of magic, or I don't do spells, but you might be doing some kind of spell, or you might be doing some kind of affirmation or prayer or visualization where you are just once and for all done with a person or situation, and you're getting ready for a new adventure. You're clearing your energy very thoroughly of this. And for many of you, once you clear this, you are opening the door to a new love. I do feel that, Leo. I feel some of you are really ready to manifest love once and for all, and whatever or whoever has been blocking you, you're clearing it out of your energy this week. You're really coming into the energy of you know what, I'm not going to let this take space anymore. And it's interesting because that message has come up for a lot of the other signs, but in different ways. And for whatever reason with you guys, Leo, I don't know if it's because you have the fire. I'm getting that fire, that burning up, banishing, banishing in that way. I didn't get a banishing spell, but I did get for a lot of the signs they're done, or they're clearing their energy of something that's been holding them back. But I don't know, I'm just getting a banishing energy from you guys, Leo. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is Ace of Cups. Ooh, I just got chills. I love it. Leo, I'm happy for you. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so remember how I was saying I felt in the energy, you guys are clearing this old energy and you're making space for this thing that you've been trying to manifest, and for some of you it's love. Ace of Cups is about rewarding, exciting, fulfilling new experiences, things that make your heart sing. But every tarot reader has certain cards that have a little extra meaning for them, or mean something a little bit more extra on top of the traditional meaning. And Ace of Cups is one of those cards for me. When I see Ace of Cups, it tells me the person that I'm reading for is coming into a cycle or process where they're done learning from pain. Like they've just had that moment where they're like, you know what, universe, I'm so over this. Like I hear you loud and clear. I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to trust that person again. I'm not going to give them another chance. Or I know what the red flags are. Or I'm not going to let people, take advantage of me or come to me to rescue them all the time. And then they're not there for me, whatever. Like you're just in this energy where you've learned that you're not going to do something anymore. And you just take the stand like enough is enough. I'm over this. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm over this. When you take that stand, the universe says, wonderful. Leo is done with that. Leo doesn't need pain as a teacher anymore. Leo doesn't need pain as a motivator anymore. Leo is ready to learn from happiness, abundance, joy, success, accomplishments, right? Leo is ready to learn through this positive energy now. And so Ace of Cups tells me you're coming into the positive karma. You're coming into the positive karma lessons, the happy lessons, ways in which you're proving to yourself what you can do instead of what you can't do, or who's there for you as opposed to who's not there for you, or who is trustworthy as opposed to who is not trustworthy, right? Like you're having positive confirmations that feel good instead of confirmations that are confirming limiting beliefs or pain from the past, right? So it's very new in that way. So I'm happy to see Ace of Cups for you, especially after that message of banishing or clearing something that's been hindering you from receiving, right? Like you're finally ready to go in and have like that fulfillment, right? Like you see all these other people being fulfilled, you're like, but where's my fulfillment? Well, you're coming into it because you're finally figuring out what's been in your way this whole time, and you're finally able to take the steps to clear yourself of it. Your spirit message for the week. And guys, I do encourage you to watch your moon and rising sign videos because some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others. It might give you a little extra information even, right? It might make the reading a little bit more personal for you because of your planetary makeup, since these are general readings. Or you can schedule a private reading, which we'll talk about in just a moment. Let's see what's happening with your spirit message for the week. We have... take off your mask. Masks. For those of you who have more than one, take off your masks. Plural. Okay? So Leo, you know what? I feel like Leos are people who, you have a lot of warmth to you, and I think at the heart and the soul of a Leo, a lot of Leos are entertainers or creative or artistic people, because at the heart and the soul of that, like, they want to make people happy. Like, it makes them feel good to put something out there that people are appreciating or receiving or taking in. They like to feel like they're making some kind of an impact, and they like to feel appreciated for what they're doing and putting out there. And so sometimes when you're in that energy of trying to give the people what they want, or, trying to please from a genuine loving place, it can be very simple to fall into the trap of editing yourself. Like, okay, well, how can I be more palatable? How can I be more pleasing? How can I be, like, more, like, perfect for this situation, or, provide good service, or make this person happy, or whatever it might be. And so it can over time become like a whole other persona, like putting on a mask, right? Some of you maybe have been just made to feel your whole life like, oh, Leo, you're to this, you're to that. Maybe from the time you were a kid, right? Like, you're to this or to that. So you've always kind of gone against your nature, or you've tried to be in a different way. And Spirit is saying a big part of you manifesting this big change and shift is going to be you being in your authenticity and not editing yourself. and not having to come off or act or behave in a different way. I love how the ballet shoes are just like kind of hanging there, because it makes me think like ballet is very silent, but it's also very expressive, right? You don't hear like a ballerina is not like a tap dancer where you're like really like feeling the rhythm and the groove and the beat. Like it's very graceful, it's a very gentle form of dance, but it has a lot of expression to it, and it can really move people, right? Just in a very like just simple, graceful kind of way. So Leo is saying just by like Spirit is saying, Leo, just by being in your essence and allowing yourself to be in your flow and allowing people to see your process, it's attracting that inspiration, that admiration, opportunities, offers, things of that nature by just being in your natural movement and in your flow. Okay, you can do it in just a very gentle kind of way. You don't have to work so hard to please people. There's just things about you and very simple movements and simple. I'm not trying to say ballet dance is easy, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? A ballet dancer is not like friggin' dancing like Jennifer Lopez and like, or whoever like the big dancers are right now. It's not as showy, I guess is what I'm saying, right? And maybe some of you have felt like you've had to be showy, right? And Spirit's saying you don't, it's exhausting. You don't have to do it, right? You don't have to do it. You can just do it in a way that there's more of a flow to it for you. Okay. If you want more love life info, you can definitely click on the love readings for October. The link is in the description of this video if you want to check it out. If you would like a private reading, my darlings, please feel free to click on the Calendly link and schedule. I am having a phone reading sale for the 60-minute phone calls and 30-minute phone calls. They're half off right now. I still have the videos and recorded audio. Those are still available, but only the 60-minute and 30-minute phone calls are half off right now. So if you'd like to schedule a reading, please feel free to check out the Calendly link. You can see all the different readings that are available, the different options, the prices, the next available. All of that is there, my dear, if you'd like to schedule. I thank you so very much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and I'm wishing you a fabulous week, Leo. Take care.